All right, we are now live and just waiting on some people. Let me get my Pepsi. Probably shouldn't leave the Pepsi over here. Good evening, everyone. Friday evening, 6:45, I think. I don't know. We're not in the office, so I don't have a watch or anything like that. Just waiting on folks. There we go. How you doing, guys? How am I gonna do this? Yeah, it is nice, Sean. How you doing? Bloodsucker, what's cracking, bro? Just drinking some of the Diet Pepsi on this end. How are we? We're outside. Casey, how you doing? So you might see some shaky camera action because we're on a phone. We're doing a phone tonight. We're doing something a little different. And there is good reason for that. Another Sean. Sean with a H-A-W-N. How's everybody doing? What are you doing? Nice, got excited first. Thought it was the Rockies. Excuse me. Good to know. Good to know. I'd ask you how the business is, but you would tell me it's draining, which I love, by the way. Blair Witch style. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. One of my favorite movies of all time. Scared the hell out of me. No, man. What's up? Hey, TundraDude. I've been busy. I've been really busy. Thanks for the video. No problem, bro. No problemo at all. So, Blair Witch style. If we're doing Blair Witch style, I got to get you up my nose and be like, tell my mom I love her. We're gonna die out here. I love that movie. If you've never seen Blair Witch Project, I'm drinking a little Diet Pepsi here, bro. A little Michael Jackson on the outside. We're outside, next to my house. What's up? You're in Philly. Rock and roll, dude. Rock and roll. Yeah, that was a great movie. I'm glad I finally made a live stream. Been a bit. It has been a bit. I've been doing them a lot, too, so if you're ever around, make sure you're hitting that notification bell to see what's up. We are leaning on the Tundra right now, and there's two reasons. Number one, it's time to do an outside video. I'm kind of testing the phone. I haven't used this for a live stream in a long time. How's the sound and everything? Sound good? Everything all right? That's number one. Number two, my wife has her buddy over tonight, so her and her friend Amanda are chilling where I'm usually at, and I didn't want to ruin their time. So we're trying this outside thing. I'm literally leaning on my tonneau cover, drinking a cold Michael Jackson Diet Pepsi. So we'll wait for everyone to sign on. If you guys want me to show you anything on the truck firsthand, let me know. We could do all that. So she kicked me out. It's funny because I told her I was doing a live stream tonight, and then she came to me later on and she's like, well, where are you gonna do it? And I was like, I already thought about it. I'm gonna go outside with the truck. If the sound gets bad, I turned my my air conditioner off because when I came out here, it was going and it would keep coming on because it's kind of warm. So I put it up to a higher temperature, the central air thing, so we hopefully won't hear that come on. And it'll just be us guys chilling out here on the Tundra, you know? Again, beautiful night, beautiful night. It's not too warm or anything like that. Sweat them out, that's right. Okay, so the sound is good. That's awesome. She somewhat kicked me out. Making cakes, seriously, those look good. Don't know how you're not 500 pounds. Two reasons. Number one, this is gonna blow your mind, Sean. Anyone listening, remember this for future giveaway questions. I don't like sweets. I'm not a big sweets guy. I mean, I'll try her stuff if she asks me to, and I'm just not a big sweets guy. I like salt. So if you're gonna offer me a cake or a Big Mac, I'm gonna take that Big Mac every single time. It's kind of the way I roll. Vitaly, what's up? Have I heard anything about? Then you didn't say anything, so let me know what you want to know about. Richard, my man, kicking it out on the Tundra. Nice. You can lean harder. It can take it for sure, bro. Yeah, just something a little different, right? Why not? LOL, they will be running out in a little bit from the heat. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, oh, I didn't even think of that. See, they're down in my... So I usually do my... my show or whatever live stream down in the basement. I have like a finished basement. You guys know that if you're here enough. Down there it's always cold, so they're good to go, I think, but we will test them out. We will see what's up. Ceramic clear coat. Everybody loves the ceramic clear coats that they use. I don't use that. I just got straight up here. Hold on, do a little. It's so different on the phone. Hey, look, it's me. Now I can pose like this. What? Sorry. There's people walking by, that would be weird. So I just use the straight body. As you can see, I take good care of it until you get right here to the bird crap. There are birds, so you guys can see this now. I can show you. See these wires right here? Birds just sit up there And they take dumps all day long, every day. Every time I drive this truck, I can look at the sunroof, like open the inside up, and I will see a dump in there, sitting on top of the sunroof. And with the FRS, it's white. It looks like it's been through war. Watch my head, that's right. Yeah. Should have brought Kyle. Oh, I didn't bring Carl. Carl should be out here with me. And it's gonna have to be a next time. We're Carl-less tonight, guys, for the first time ever on the live stream, I think. Brandon, what's up, buddy? Bird turd all day. How much Sparks selling the locking tailgate mechanism? I'm not really sure. Check them out. Check out their website. I'm sure it's on there. If you can't find it, sales@sparksparts.com. They'll help you out. I will watch my head, yes. I like the change of scenery, something different. Why not? It's beautiful out. If it was okay, 5 minutes in, we got the burp. If it was hot out, we'd be sitting in. Actually, sitting in the ride would suck. So yeah, let's be happy we got the optimal temperature for this. Scooter, what's up, buddy? How you doing? You're not right. Ice cream is my kryptonite. Yeah, I don't know. I've never liked sweets. I mean, yeah, Carl, that's fine. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'll eat some ice cream now and again. Like when we were in Disney, you know what? We got some ice cream. Cool. But overall, I don't really care for sweets. Thank God, because she is really good at making all this cookies and cakes and cupcakes and all that. And I would be 500 pounds. You're right. Your boy Eric Jones doing good at qualifying. That's right. Eric, listen, he got his first win now. He's going to be a threat every week now. New video idea. 100 Tundra accessories that are cheaper and more useful than the bed divider. I could sit here and name a bunch. Too many lives at one time. Howdy all. What's up, Dan? How you doing? How about chocolate pretzels? I would definitely eat a chocolate pretzel, but doesn't really do anything for me. Now, if you said... you know, a chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A, let's do that thing. Let's go right now. Chicken sandwich. Spicy chicken sandwich at Wendy's is my kryptonite. I never had one until recently, and now I can't stop. I'll go run 3-4 miles and on my way home get a spicy chicken sandwich. That's crazy, right? Same here, not a big sweets eater. Yeah, because we're neon people, dude. Gary, what's up, dude? How you doing? Have you done any modifications that have voided any warranty? Yeah. Supercharger would probably be the main one. That's pretty much the main thing. It really depends. That is such a loaded question when people bring up warranties and stuff. It's not really a matter of... Pretty much anything can void your warranty, but some serious modifications like a supercharger, thank God Magnuson gives you a warranty to cover what you burned it out. So Magnuson gives you a 36-month warranty. 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty. To cover what you potentially may have voided. You don't void the whole truck, you just void the parts that the supercharger may affect. Sweet and salty, that was dinner. Yep. And waffle fries, Chick-fil-A. Oh, dude, those waffle fries. I always get 2 large at the same time. Subway, I'll take it. I'll take Subway. Yeah, don't really go to Subway a lot, but I like the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. And any day of the week, roast beef, lettuce, tomato, mayo, let's go. How come Matt is not considering getting a Tundra? Was it because the bed divider is too expensive? No, he wants something smaller. And like I was saying, like in the video, people were like, tell him to get this, tell him to get this, tell him to get this. That's not how he rolls. You know, he figures out what he wants and he goes and takes a look at it. He don't wait. All right, Dan, we'll see you later. He's one of those guys that does a lot of research and then he acts on it, you know, if he likes it. And he leases everything. So if he doesn't like it, he just next time goes back to something else. He really likes sedans. He's always been a sedan guy. You know, because it's where he lives. He's not like me. Like there were people like, you tell him to supercharge it. He's not gonna supercharge it. He's a businessman. He travels all over the place. So MPGs and stuff matter. But ever since he got that truck, he likes the capability of the truck. Just the ease of owning a truck. You know, 4-wheel drive, you don't have to think about anything. You got a bed. You could fit a lot of people in a truck, things like that. But overall, I don't know what he's going to do. It's not going to happen tomorrow. We still got to figure out a way to get out of that Ford lease, and that's going to be tough. But I'll take you guys, you know, obviously through the process with him, and we'll see what happens. Just finished my car audio upgrade for now. New head unit, new amp. It really opens up the factory speakers. Next will be new speakers and stuff. I may actually do that, dude. Dan, see you later, buddy. Would an intake mess with my warranty? The problem is if the... This is the way it works, Kyle. I've had an intake on every vehicle I've owned. I like them. They don't give you... Somebody, let me just pause that real quick. Somebody made a comment telling me I don't know what I'm talking about because I didn't say the performance difference the other day between a K&N and a TRD I focused more on the look, the ease of installation, and the sound you get, and the feeling of throttle response and stuff like that. You know why I didn't focus on the performance? Because you're not going to get any more than 5 to 10 horsepower out of a cold air intake. If you buy a cold air intake for performance, it's not worth it. You're not going to get much out of it. You should be buying it for, like I said, a little more sound in the engine bay, a little better throttle response. But if you're looking for big gains, it's just not real. And that person who said that, of course, trolled me and told me I suck, and I appreciate him very much, you know. Always nice to get that, right? As far as your warranty, you're protected. You're protected under a law that you can put any modification you want on your car. Thing is, if something breaks on your vehicle and they prove it was from whatever you put on, in your case an intake, if something was to break because of the intake, they have to prove it was because of the intake, and then that would void your warranty. But an intake isn't going to do much. I think you should be okay. Like I said, I've had them in all my vehicles. I never had a problem. But, you know, if you feel better, just when you go to these websites, read what some of them say about their intakes and your vehicle warranty. You could also contact Toyota, and they'll probably tell you you'll void it. Just because, you know, they don't want you guys messing with your vehicles, which is no fun. No bueno, right? Gary says, love my exhaust cutout still. Awesome. It's nice to muffle it when road tripping, I bet. It's not too loud? You don't think it's too loud, Gary? Later, Dan. So I took my 18 Tundra Limited double cab to do-it-yourself car wash yesterday and gave it a good cleaning, we'll say. I used their program all the way down to the wax. Tips, advice, I swear it costs about 40 bucks. I think that's pretty cool. The way I usually do any kind of, we'll say major truck wash, I'll sit here and wash it in the, you know, just in the driveway real quick. Every once in a while, maybe once every 2 weeks. I'm terrible at it. And anytime it goes up for service, I get like a real detail done. That's kind of the way I roll with it. But yeah, if I had there's no do-it-yourself car washes around me at all. At all. And if I had one of those, I might actually use it. Jeff, what's up, dude? Have you gotten your new exhaust system yet? No. Still in the process of trying to figure out when I'm going to order that. But while you're here, I can show you that we still have this exhaust. That's still sitting there, still looking good, TRD. I just wish right here was black. I want this to be like a matte black, just like the whole system. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about real quick, let me just show you. This is what pisses me off now that we're out here. You see all that burn? I hate that. That's the part that makes me mad. It's on both sides, and it happens almost immediately when you get it. It doesn't happen over time. It happens in a matter of days after you start the truck. It is stainless steel, but if it's not like a higher grade stainless steel, that'll happen to you. Well, I'm way behind on comments. Okay. Tell Matt to get the ZR2. I will definitely put that out there and see what he says. I'm sorry I'm making you hungry. If you like sedans, get a Ford sedan. Those will be rare collectibles some days. You know, he's always been a Honda guy. He had the same Honda Accord for like 13 years, I think. Something crazy like that. The thing took a beating and still kept on ticking. He's had a bunch of Subarus. He's a big Subaru fan. I think it's like the Subaru Legacy or something like that. You know, he loves reliable vehicles, and he's had some good ones for sure. Thundra said, and you know, I said in the video, real quick, Thundra, I'm sorry. I said in the video the other day that he's never had a Toyota. I must be stupid. His wife has had a bunch of Highlanders. They've had the Venza. But himself is his primary vehicle. I don't think he's ever had a Toyota. Cole, by the way, your shirt went out yesterday, so keep an eye in the mail. Well, today the Tundra has got a crack in the catalytic converter. Truck running like crap now. It just has to be Friday. I can't get any exhaust system until Tuesday. Yeah, man, then just chill, bro. Just chill home, have some beers, hang out. Cool stuff. Jacob says, I got a 2000 Tundra Extra Cab Black, sexy AF. That is sick, dude, but you gave me a good idea there. Thank you. By the way, if you guys saw my Instagram, I put up a picture of a 2002 Tundra 4.7 SR5 access cab the other day. That truck will be for sale soon. If anybody's interested, let me know, and I'll get you some pricing. If you guys don't have Instagram and you're interested, let me know, and I guess I could put it up on a video or something. Outdoor stream, yeah. Yep, hanging out, something different. Change it up a little bit. Leaning on the truck. Richard said, look at Chemical Guys, YouTube for car care. There are a bunch of people that do them, but there's easy to follow as some are. Yeah, they're references with the products used. I love Chemical Guys. I have some Chemical Guys inside somewhere for interior. Okay, let me know. I got a guy that will ship to you. Wicked easy to do. Love it. At least see what he would offer. I'd recommend. Yeah, no doubt. Cheers, Sean. Not a problem. I have the S&B cold air intake, and they stand behind their product. Helps with towing. S&B, people rave. People rave about the S&B. Maybe one I go with. If I ever go non-supercharger again, I might try that S&B after all this. Got you, thanks, brother. Never had a vehicle that I've done anything serious to. Yeah, I mean, a great start. I always tell people the first modification I do to a vehicle every single time is the cold air intake. It's a quick install. I like sound in a vehicle. Sound is a big thing to me. Not obnoxious, just I want to hear what I just put my money into. I mean, if I had like a Prius, yeah, I don't care about sound on that, but I have a, 5.7 liter V8 Tundra. I want to hear the damn thing, right? So cold air intake is always my first thing. I have a TRD cold air intake in the FRS as well, which is sitting right behind it. I never did an exhaust on it, and I don't know why. Probably because I started putting all my money into this thing. Bed divider, please. It's my bed liner. I could put a $5 2x8 and have the same thing. I can only move it to 4 locations, but works for me. I totally am with you on that one, buddy. Yeah, it happened to my Taco too. Must be the metal that Toyota sources. That's it. Mauricio, how you doing, buddy? Do you have headers? I don't have, I don't have headers. It's just the supercharger. Everything's stock back to the TRD dual exhaust. TRD dual exhaust is pretty much cat back. Are you going, Eddie, what's up? Are you going to live videos now? I can't keep up. What I'm doing, I'm still doing regular videos. It's just these live videos have been so much fun lately. And I told you guys I'm going to start backing down the regular videos for a little while just because I don't want to put out crap. I want to put out good videos. And when there's something to talk about, I want to do it. I don't want to just do it to do it anymore. So instead of just not making videos on certain days, I figured I would do more live streams. And most of you guys are pretty happy about that. Yeah, so now we're doing something different outside. I hope you can keep up, Ed. Do you think Matt would get a Ridgeline? No, Matt doesn't like the Ridgeline. People were saying that in the comment section of the video yesterday. He's not a fan of the Ridgeline. I don't like the Ridgeline either. He likes the Tacoma, and he never liked the Tacoma, but he got picked up in one, like I said, from Enterprise Rent-A-Car. They were driving him to somewhere. You know how they pick you up and bring you to the Enterprise? And he, was in that mode where he was starting to think the F-150 is too big for what he's going to have to do. But that kind of was like, ooh, okay. And, then he started asking me questions about the Tacoma, and of course I become a salesman at that point. Problem is I have work this weekend. That sucks. I mean, I guess just nurse it to and from. Interested in what just walked back. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. For the car audio stuff, that was to you, Mark, about shipping if you don't have anyone lined up. Yes. Awesome. I have, no, you don't, one of the things with headers, I should say this too. How's the bed divider holding up? I haven't moved the Tundra since I installed the bed divider once yet. I'm in my use the FRS at the end of the week mode right now. That bunny, there's a bunny. He must live in my yard. I see him all the time now. Anywho, yeah, so the bed divider is probably fine. I'm trying to find it right now. Oh, can't find it. Okay. The bed divider is probably fine because I haven't moved anything, but we'll pop the truck open in a minute and see it. Headers, okay, so yes, you can get headers for the Tundra. There's plenty of headers out there, but I will tell you that the headers that come stock on the Tundra are that of aftermarket quality. They're not just your straight up headers. They're pretty advanced. So just, if you don't want to spend a ton of money where you don't need to, that might be one of the places to skip. And a lot of companies will tell you that, by the way, that the headers on the Tundra are fairly advanced over what you normally get on stuff. Carl, what's up, buddy? Wickedly easy and get a cup of chowder. Yeah, with that CJ5 from New Hampshire. That's wicked awesome. We're gonna go to New Hampshire. We're going to NASCAR race up there, Loudon. If you got a Raptor, that EcoBoost would sound terrible. Personally, I like the EcoBoost Raptor. If the Raptor was out in an 8, a V8, and an EcoBoost, I would go for the EcoBoost. Just something different. I actually like the sound of the Raptor. It's an acquired taste. Just me. I dig the Raptor a lot. You guys know that. Eddie said, I used to do cold air intakes until I saw power loss. Do you see a difference in the Tundra? So of all the cold air intakes I've done over the years and stuff, obviously now we have the supercharger, so the power is there. It comes with its own cold air intake, but you know, that doesn't count. You're gonna get 100 to 150 horsepower gain with a supercharger, so that's not gonna count here. But from the other cold air intakes I've had, there are some that they tell you this big stupid thing like, oh, you're gonna get 40 horsepower from a cold air intake. That's not gonna happen. The ones like the TRD that are engineered, I always have said this since I started this channel and all the videos I've done on the cold air intakes, the TRD one is engineered for the Tundra. You go to some of these other companies, I'm just gonna use K&N for example, and they make an intake that fits on a lot of different brands, a lot of different trucks, okay? And the problem is that's not engineered specifically for your truck. The TRD cold air intake is specifically designed by TRD for the Tundra, and that's where you don't see power loss. Now, one thing, I've used a lot of different cold air intakes, different brands. Volant was one of them I used, which actually made the truck feel great. But with the TRD, it's not as loud as some of the other ones, meaning you get a little louder of an engine sound. It's not like the K&N is the loudest that I found so far. But you can tell there's a lot more throttle response in the TRD one versus other ones. But I never felt like I was losing power on any of them. But that's just me. That's of the ones I've used. I've used K&N, TRD, Volant. I forgot what other ones I used. I don't know. There's been a few I've used though. Livestreams are the best. I agree. Does anyone like the Ridgeline? I think not. I don't know. You know, I was actually running by one the other day, and I had enough time to like run up on it, and as I was running by it, stare at it, look at it, check it out. Didn't stop. But I mean, it serves its purpose. It serves its purpose. It's good for kind of what Matt needs it for, like, you know, your little city truck or whatever. But I hate the styling. I hate that it really looks like a Pilot with a bed. I just am not a fan of it. I was looking at Hi Jeff. I was looking at ordering the OEM flares from Sparks. I just need mild coverage. I'm getting some chips in my paint around the fenders. Thoughts? Do it, bro. Yeah, I mean, I think the mild ones will be okay. Don't get huge ones, because if you get the huge flares and your tires don't stick out enough, it'll look, what I always used to say, I have a picture of it somewhere in my phone. It looks like when a bodybuilder skips leg day, you know? So it just won't look right. Salvador, what's up? Will you be doing a DAP tune to your supercharger anytime soon? I would love to do a DAP tune. So the way DAP tune works is they don't send out tunes for the supercharger. You have to actually go to him, and he's in Texas. So I don't think that's happening anytime soon, but eventually he will finally probably come out with something for the supercharger to send. And in that case, I will try it. So far, Bully Dog's doing fine. No complaints. Doesn't feel like the truck's running terrible. Doesn't feel like it's breaking anything. Supercharger has been a pleasure, truthfully. Tacoma has that sweet ECT power button that does nothing. Okay, so the one thing about that ECT power button, and Nathan from TFL did a video on 0 to 60 with the Tacoma using the ECT button. The ECT button is very much like the tow haul mode button, where it just changes your shift points, and you know, you stay in the gear a little bit longer. So they're not magic buttons in any way, shape, or form. So TD's like the newscopter guy going live, breaking the story. We interrupt this program to bring you live report. We will now go live to the home of TundraDude34, where he will tell you the breaking news. Let's go to him now. Guys, I'm here live. We're here live with a Tundra behind us. I don't know what to tell you. There is a big pole behind me. I don't know what to do about the pole. There's a shed over there. What are we going to do? I don't know. Something's coming. We have to go. Back to you, Kurt. Sorry. I don't know what the hell I was doing there. ECT activate. Yeah, for sure. Let's go back. Anyone who just signed on is really confused what we were just doing, and I'm not really sure what we were just doing. So let me get back on the comments here and just stick with what I'm good at. Now I'm totally lost. Okay, there we go. Take the bed divider to the scrap yard and see what they will give you for it. Dude, you're all about beating the hell out of it. James said, I put in mine in the TRD air intake and K&N filter. Works fine, just like the high flow system, for sure. Oh, the air inlet. Yeah. So the flow accelerator. Yes. I made a video about that a long time ago, about how to save some money and not spend $400 on an intake system. You could just get the TRD airflow accelerator that goes into the fender, and then get yourself a TRD just air filter. And that'll probably, that right there is 80 bucks, not even 80 bucks versus 400, and you get the same idea. Have you heard anything about a fix yet on the 2018's Toyota's, Tundras being lifted? I was told you can't because of the radar in front. Last I heard, they're still working on a fix for it, but I'm sure they have a fix by now because the 2019 TRD Pro has a front end lift on it. So from what I heard last, and this wasn't an official statement, is they're starting to allow the dealerships to do leveling kits but no lifts. So like maybe under 4 inches, but that is not an official statement, so I'm not totally sure. Only been on the channel a couple weeks, new Tundra owner as well, loving the channel. What do you do for a living? I am a logistics manager overnight. So sleep is something I don't normally do. My two things I do are managing people, which is fun. You can't see my eyes, but fun. And this channel, I guess, are my two things. But thanks for checking it out, and thanks for being here. Congratulations on the new Tundra, of course, Kyle. And anything I could do to help, let me know. And yeah, no way Eco blows, and knowing Ford's reliability, your turbo will go during the winter. V8 naturally aspirated. 10-4, good buddy. Like I always say, my famous line since I've started this channel over 2 years ago, to each their own, right? Bloodsucker says, next weekend we will double the amount of people on our highways. Wish I was going to the race. Dude, it gets insane up there with that race. What's up, boss? Alpha, how you doing? Do you recommend a second tank for gas on the Tundra? I mean, I personally would never do it. These Tundras now get the 38-gallon tank. More than enough on my end, but I guess it depends what you're using the truck for. Thundra said, but I will be spending the money for Cook's long tube headers and non-catted Y mid-pipe. That's because you're gangster, bro. Have you thought about getting your wife a truck? She doesn't want a truck. She'll take an SUV when her SUV now is done. And she could care less about cars. She makes me drive everywhere. She has the CRV now, and when that runs out, she'll probably get something maybe a step up, like Highlander size. Cliff, what's up? I think I like the live outside. Yeah, we're chilling, bro. We're chilling. Hanging out, man. It's nice out. It's beautiful out, actually. Love the outside look. What's up? Jonathan, how you doing, bud? No tow haul button. ECT activate. Oh, boy. You got it there, Jeff. Is that a football field behind your house? It is. It is a football field behind my house. Let's see. Let's see if I can get you here. Over there. Football field. It's a high school. It's actually great because sometimes I could just put the lawn chair out there, a couple Coors Lights, and just watch football. Management is adult babysitting. Cliff, you nailed it. Jeff said, Tundra Off-Road on Instagram offers a relocation bracket for the 2018 so you can install the TRD Pro grill as well. There you go. There you go. Your neighbors just called about some guy impersonating a reporter in your driveway. I'm sure they did. God bless them. They know I'm nuts. I've had my neighbors come up to me and say, I saw you talking to yourself in the car. Are you okay? I was like, oh no, I'm a YouTuber. I was talking to the camera. It's happened. Know what else sucks? I have to get oil so I can change it tomorrow after work. This seriously sucks. Hey, it sounds like bad luck came at the wrong time. Should always come on a Monday, not a Friday. I hear you on that one. I saw a new Tundra in Asheville, North Carolina. Had a 3-inch lift, stock wheels, oversized tires on it. Said Toyota would cover it. There you go. And it's funny because some of the dealerships sell the 2018s with huge lifts on it. So riddle me that. You ever had any footballs land in the yard? No, it's not facing that way. They would have to really be off track, like Boomer Sison in the Jets days off track. I wonder if you could put the bed divider upside down up against the cab and use it as a headache rack. You probably could. You probably could. That's a pretty decent idea. I'm trying to see. The problem is I have a tonneau cover, obviously, and the brackets get in the way. So if I want to take this cover off, like the brackets that hold the actual, excuse me, if I want to take the brackets that hold the bed divider off, I'm going to have to take the freaking thing off again, which isn't hard. It's just, you know, a pain. How about installing a turbo? I think you're saying a turbo instead of a supercharger. I like the supercharger. Supercharger is more reliable in the long run if you really think about it. You know, I wouldn't put a turbo in this. No need. Xtang Terrible 2.0, best in the business. If you're trying to say Xtang Trifecta 2.0 best in the business, I agree with you. This cover is awesome. This is, I always tell people, it's the soft cover that acts like a hard cover. One of the things that I always, here, I'll switch over here. We were out here, we might as well talk about it. One of the things I like about it is there's not a lot of play in it. Okay, so when you're driving down the road, if you guys have ever had a tonneau cover, a soft one, and you start hearing like a helicopter sound because this is vibrating like this bed liner doesn't do that. Or excuse me, what is this? A tonneau cover doesn't do that. It's tight. so it doesn't move a lot. Another thing I love about it is this. Would you break it if you sit on it? I don't know if I would try to sit on it. I don't think you would break it, but I don't think I would trust it. It has obviously it has like a skeleton in here that keeps it upright, of course. But another thing I love about it, and this is very hard to find, shout out Diet Pepsi, how you doing, is it's even across the bed here. Have you ever seen the ones that never sit quite right on the bed? You get like a bunch of this kind of thing, like waves over here. I can't stand that. This is a clean, nice look, nice and easy. Another good part about it, if we come around here, ooh, okay. It's just an easy pop off right here. So you just pull this down and then you can release the cover on each side, right? But the good thing about this, if you've had other tonneau covers, the good thing about this is I could make it so it's really staying tight down to the bed. Like if you see here, like it doesn't move at all. And there's Brandon's favorite bed divider. Okay, moving right along. It's good to stand at the truck because when you guys have questions, I could just, you know, deal with it. Rudy, what's going on, buddy? Toyota, sickest name in the business. Ordered Bilstein 6112s and 5160s, should be coming in a few weeks. Okie, I'm pumped for you, bro. You made a good decision there. Yeah, some of those tonneau covers do not fit well and leak water in the bed. And that is why I love this cover for sure. What size tires are you running? How much space do you have from the frame? I am running 275/70 R18s. Here's what they look like. Oh, that's me. Not, there we go. So, these are what they are. We always talk about them, but now we're actually looking at them, right? BFG. This is the first time I ever did a live with the truck. It's kind of cool. We should do it more often. And I'm trying to make this so you can see how much they stick out. That's how much they stick out. Just a very little bit. It's not obnoxious at all. If you want to see a shot from the front, I'll show you here. That's kind of that's the stick out right there. Okay? All right, hi again. Moving back to my leaning post. What's that POS in the bed? Your favorite. I'm gonna send it to you, Brandon. I'm telling you, I'm gonna send it to you. I wouldn't be surprised if the new redesigned Tundra will be a smaller displacement and turbocharged. Yeah, I agree. It seems that's the way most brands are going. From my connections, that's what's coming. Small displacement, turbocharged with some form of an electric motor to boost the horsepower, but we shall see. I want to find a low profile cover. Not a fan of them sticking up like that. There are plenty out there, bloodsucker. There are plenty that actually lay flat to the bed. Check them out. If you're looking for a hard top, I think the back flip is that stays flush. I hate the ones that stick up too much. This is as far as I would go. I've got a roll and lock cover on my Tundra. I hate it when my kids start jumping on top of it. I would hate that too. Turn it upside in. Back it can be a real rear spoiler for the bed divider. That'd be cool. Please clean it for me, bud. I'll clean it, dude. Bed divider, the 280. Yeah. Bed adjustable bulkhead, for real. Those tires look really good on the truck. I agree. I agree. How wide? I think they're an 11.3, something like that. Do we think possibly a diesel? There won't be a diesel. You getting much rock chip on your fenders from the BFGs? Nothing. Actually, nothing. And I could prove that to you right now. Look at those calf muscles, bro. Look at that. Look at that rock. Oh my God, dude. Look at those calf muscles right now. Let's make this a fitness channel. Look at those things, dude. Yo, take that picture right now. Someone snap that picture and send it to me. Go ahead. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, no rock chips at all. It really doesn't stick out that far. It's hard to do it justice. I can't turn the phone either. It really doesn't do too bad. Dude, calf muscles for days. I'm proud of myself now. Let's see where we are. Will there be a cool e-motor boost gauge on the dash? That'd be cool. I would like to see that. Front frame clearance, front tires. Oh, front frame clearance. Let's go check it out. And you can tell me where you want to see. I don't have any, if you're asking about like a rub issue or anything, I don't have anything. Here's back here. I can't do much with this camera. There's plenty of room all the way around. Nothing is affected. If you turn, you could turn the wheel all the way around and have no issue. Meaning the steering wheel, there's no rub whatsoever. I hope I'm getting what you want here. Also, I can do this. Oh. So I've never had an issue, no rub whatsoever. Never had a rub, not one rub with these tires at all. With my 33s that I had on my 09, I had to do a little shaving. Man, I'm getting real behind. Backflip, who makes that? That is Truck Hero, my peoples. Backflip covers are pretty low. Yeah, low profile for sure. Like that they can fold up against the cab, giving full access to the bed. That is true. Do you think Toyota Turbo on a Tundra will be reliable long term? I sure hope so. They take so long to come out with stuff. I'm hoping that by the time it comes out, it'll be very reliable. We'll see. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Hello from the other side of the world. Where are you in the other side of the world? Hello from the US. Thank you for being here. Please let me know where you're coming from. Where's everybody coming from tonight? Where are you coming from in the world, everyone? Hit me. How do you feel about getting lights behind the Heritage grille? We can do that, like an NSV light bar or something. Can be done. Right now, I just feel like with what I do with the truck, it would just be something that would be cool to tell people I have, but I wouldn't use it. Weird laws in New Jersey about exterior excess lighting. I got the backflip and it's flush beyond my expectations. There you go. Rudy's winning. Can't get rock chips on the paint if you never go for a rock. Brandon, call out. Pew, love you, buddy. True that. I do go in Seaside, though. I will say this. I do go in Seaside, and there's a lot of, like, rock roads, I guess you should say, down there. I don't know if beach towns are like this everywhere, but there's a lot of, like, rock yards and rock driveways, and some of the roads are rocks, so I guess it would be that way. Vanity, my favorite. All right. No rub, no rub. Ivan, what's up? How much cost to install bed liner? If you're doing like a drop-in bed liner, it's usually like with the bed liner, 300 bucks. If you're doing a spray on, it could be 500-600 bucks. That's just a rough number kind of thing. Oh my pretty shocks. One day I will have you. Oh yeah, you just saw them there. Tulsa, there we go. Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Where's Newcastle compared to Lake Ariel or Hamlin? Brandon, that's why I have so many. Time for some flares. There you go. Backflip is also compatible with back rack, headache racks. Nice. San Antonio, Texas. Rock and roll. Nice. Oh, I thought I had my TMMTX hat on tonight. From Panama, Central America. Very cool, man. Thanks for being here. Meridian, Idaho. Anchorage, Alaska. I'm in Philadelphia this week. Nice, nice. From Ohio to TundraDude. I'll take it. Illinois, Tampa, Florida. Home of the #1 beach. I don't know about that. Coming from the only state where a Tundra has towed a space shuttle. Nice. Technically, Clearwater, Florida. Okay. Yo, you ever see Hulk Hogan down there? Doesn't he live in Clearwater? Get my autograph there, Cliff. Hook me up. McDonough, Georgia. Gotcha, buddy. Yeah, there was something somebody said here that I wanted to get back at. Hold on one sec. Hold on. I'm lost. Oh, I lost it. Damn. I don't remember what I was going to ask. Okay. Moving on from that. Take a little sip of the diet. The Michael Jackson Diet Pepsi. It's so delicious. Hey, by the way, if you didn't subscribe to the channel yet and you're new to this live stream, hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. I do these live streams all the damn time lately. I want you here. I want you hanging out, leaning on the truck. Beautiful sunset behind me. It's all gorgeous. It's all nice. Hang out with us. And if you feel like donating to the channel, there's a super chat button somewhere under me right now. Hit it. Help a bro out. Love you. Love you much. Okay, Diet Pepsi. Moving on. Yeah, what is it? He owns a restaurant there. Cool. And he also owns Hogan's Beach Shop, but I think that's in Orlando. Dude, meet him and get me an autograph. He retweeted a tweet of mine on Twitter a couple months ago, and it's the biggest tweet I've ever had in my life. 120,000 impressions or something like that. And it was me in Hulk Hogan gear doing the pose. Of course, of course. Yeah, that's cool. About 4 hours west. About 1 hour north. Oh, okay, Pittsburgh. Gotcha. 10-4. How long are you going to have that 1794 for? Or are you going to have the best driveway in the neighborhood with 2 crew cabs? Yeah, it's true. I don't know. It's usually a week. They usually, press vehicles are usually a week. I have a lot of good ideas. I have a lot of good ideas. So it should be a lot of fun. Still haven't nailed down the date on that yet. One thing about press vehicles is it's not the, I don't know how to word it without sounding like a dick. It's a smooth thing when you get the vehicle, like once you actually get it, you know, set up and everything. Okay, it's coming your way this date. Everything is smooth from there. But getting it set on the date is kind of a pain. It's, you know, they like to include a lot of people. So I always go to the main guy, you know, he's my connection, and then we have to go to 2 other people. So I'm between the 2 other people right now. So we're setting it up, hopefully end of July, early August. Whenever they can hook me up, they can hook me up. And then once I give that back, I'm gonna try to ask for something else. I don't like to ask for it right away. I don't want to overstep my boundaries. They're nice enough to give me vehicles now. I don't want to piss anybody off. But I also do want to help promote the brand. And I want to test things, you know, and they're cool. Still don't know how you've not got to 10,000 subscribers yet. Jeff, I don't know, man. It is what it is. I'll tell you one thing. I'll be honest with you guys. There was a time where I was YouTube. That's all I cared about, YouTube, to the point where I would stress over it and stress over what video I'm going to put out and stress over subscribers and view count and all that stuff. And now I'm to the point where I'm just way more relaxed. And I feel like it's just helping. It makes the channel better. I'm having more fun with it, like I had in the beginning when but yeah, now I'm having a good time with it. Meeting you guys. I don't care if I have 2 subscribers or 3 million. You know, I like to talk to you guys. I like to be one-on-one with you, which is why I do the live streams. I like to be able to answer your questions and talk to you. I'm one of the YouTubers that doesn't skip and find the questions I like. I go down the list and see every one of them, which reminds me, I just put it on live chat. So if I missed any of your stuff, guys, please let me know, and I'm really sorry that I missed it. All right, I could test out the bed divider in the 1794. Oh yeah, I'll get right on top of that one, right? Is it worth the wait for the 2019 TRD Tundra? I mean, if you could get a great deal on a 2018, you might as well try. I don't think there's going to be too many differences in the 2019. If you're talking TRD Pro, I think that'll be worth the wait, but it's going to cost some serious moolah. Eddie says, Toyota has already improved on turbocharged engines for sure. The Lexus LS twin turbo has both direct and port. Yep. One of the biggest problems with EcoBoost is dirty engines. Yes. I'm out, Mark. Gotta go. Catch you next time. Sean, thanks for being here, buddy. I want to line our trucks up and see how much your truck will pull on mine. I would like to do that too. Let's do it. Probably a lot. And I'm not saying that like that guy or anything, but man, this supercharger, it hauls the mail. It's a little frightening. It's Toyota's fault that the channel is not at 10K subscribers. They have failed to do anything to sell more Tundras. Dude, the bunny's right behind me. Let me see if I can capture him before he runs. There he goes, running away. He just walked up behind me, dudes. He was like right there. Come here. Come here. Like a cat. See, come here. Come here. What do you do to a bunny? What the hell do you do to a bunny? Psst, psst, psst. Doesn't work. Come here, bunny. Nope. That scared me, man. I thought it was a giant roach or something. Yeah, I mean, I put it on myself. I don't put it on anyone else. I'll keep working. Channel will get bigger. I was mad at Toyota for a minute for not helping me out, but it is what it is. They're the biggest automotive brand in the world. What can I do? I've gotten so much from this channel in the 2 years I've done it. Just in the way of, I've been able to acquire some amazing vehicles for tests. I have this Platinum Pro Tundra, which is amazing. I'm supercharged. Who the hell ever thought they'd be supercharged? So I can't be too mad. I can't be too mad. And I just had to calm it down a little bit, and now everything is back to rock and roll. After pondering the issue, I prefer a supercharger over a turbocharger. All day, every day, I agree with you. Definitely loving the live streams. Jeff, I appreciate you, buddy. Carl said, put my order in for the 2019 TRD Pro. Nice, bro. Very nice. Congratulations. Peter Rabbit. Let me know. What color did you get, Carl? Cab. Give me everything. Brian, what's up, man? Dude, I have a 17 limited Tundra. Been thinking lately about trading for a TRD Pro 4Runner. Change my mind, please. Here's my thing. And I'm not just saying this to change your mind, Brian. I'm being real. In kind of what I was just saying about the channel, I've been able to drive a lot of different vehicles now from Toyota. And, you know, the 4Runner, I've driven a few of them. I've tested a few of them, long-term tests, all that kind of stuff. I like the 4Runner, but I'm always excited to get back in the Tundra. Leaves a lot to be desired to me. So with the TRD Pro 4Runner, you're going to get a sweet suspension, but you're not going to get the power, dude. You might want to really think about that. The driving experience is kind of meh. So take some time and maybe take it for a test drive. Maybe take it for a nice long test drive, like on the highway. I don't know if you have toll plazas where you are, but that's where I really didn't like the 4Runner. I paid a toll and then came out of the toll plaza and almost got clobbered by cars all around me because there was just no pickup. So there's a garbage can near the bunny. You could put the bed divider in there. You're absolutely the hater of the bed divider. I love it. Where's Elmer Fudd when you need him? Come on, I don't mind the bunnies, man. The bunnies ain't bad. Hopefully they eat something that is bad. Meaning like rodents, or I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Turbo lag, supercharger's the way to go. Yeah. So from driving turbo vehicles and the supercharged Tundra now, this is the first time I drove a supercharged anything, I think. The supercharger's instant. The power is there waiting for you to use it, and it's just amazing. It's terrifying when you hit the pedal if you don't know what you're in for. It will snap the truck right around if you're not ready for it. I'm more of a gradual into the pedal, so instead of doing 0-100 on the pedal, it's more like let the truck just roar to life, because it's insane. If you've never driven a supercharged anything, especially a Tundra, it's a 6,000-pound truck. So to get a 6,000-pound truck moving like that, it's rock and roll, dude. Another question referring to the DAP tune. What pros and cons have you heard of it? Any major gains that you might have heard? Very minimal things I've heard on it. No cons. From what I hear, the shift points are safer for the supercharger and for the truck in general versus like a Bully Dog. People complain that the Bully Dog shift points are slightly dangerous as far as long-term effects on the 6-speed. And don't quote me here, but just from what people are saying, the creators have taken their time a little bit more and did a little more kind of like, you know, your research and development, R&D kind of stuff with the DAP tune. But you got to remember this too. This is what I always say. When it comes to Bully Dog is the tuner that Magnuson uses for the supercharger. So Magnuson wouldn't just say, oh, Bully Dog, yeah, figure something out and we'll put it. Like I always say, Magnuson spends amount of time and money on research and development on their supercharger. They're not going to put the wrong tune with it. So it's really going to come down to price. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? But because I'm on this channel doing this thing for you, yeah, I may give it a whirl and see where we're at and see if we like it and see if it's worth it, really. I think it would be hard to go from a truck to a 4Runner. The extra utility that a truck provides is the best. I agree. Although you look at like Dodge and stuff, and they have the Durango RT and, you know, the 5.7 motor in there. I could do something like that where there's still going to be some power in the SUV. The problem is like the 4Runner just doesn't have that kind of power anymore. It doesn't have that V8 like it used to. I've had a late 89 Taco, 2006 Colorado, and I've concluded why I cheat myself out of half a truck. There you go. How's your wife's baking channel going? If you haven't subscribed yet, I think she's up to just about 70 subscribers in a few days, so good for her. She's having a great time doing it. Shelly's Bake Shop. Help her out. If you got wives and girlfriends who want to learn how to bake from someone who is not a professional, rock and roll. Nice, calm channel. Good time for her. I'm helping her any way I can. She doesn't need my help, though. Rudy, how did you like the Colorado from Brandon, who is a Colorado fanatic? Mario, what's going on, bud? How you doing? Went and looked at Sequoias with the wife. We needed more room than the 4Runner offers. I just can't see spending 10 grand more than I did on my Tundra. Not worth it in my opinion. Might have to look at Tahoes again. Jeff, being real with you, man to man, I would pick a Tahoe over a Sequoia any day of the week, twice on Sundays. Problem is in the Sequoia. It's kind of the problem we have with some of the Tundras. It's something along the lines of like the Sequoia needs some updates, man, and the Tahoe is going to give you a lot more. And the Tahoe is all about the family vehicle, so you're going to want those extras for the family, you know. I would definitely look into a Tahoe. The Tahoe is a lot more expensive, I would think, though, right? I don't know the price tag. Brian says, thanks, man, good point. Chicks love the Tundra, too. LOL, it's got the Rockstar package. Nice. I think I'm just going through a phase. Do you think it's worth upgrading to a new Platinum? Our seat's a lot better. Well, I'm glad you asked that, Brian, because we're not sitting down in the basement today, buddy. We're here. And, sorry, I keep putting my hand in front of the camera. I'm really sorry about that. In my packet. All right, so the seats are a lot better. I mean, I like them a lot better. So you could obviously see they're perforated. Heated and cooled, dude. Heated and cooled seats. The bolstering feels a little bit better. It's more of a, this is like a Lexus grade leather. This is like super high end. The leather you have in the Limited is more of a rugged leather. I actually like the Limited leather because I feel like it could take a beating more than this. But for comfort and long trips and stuff like that, this is the way to go. And it also has a button here that you can adjust this down and up to help your thighs so your legs don't get tired or whatever. But overall, hardcore leather. I would strongly suggest going to a Platinum if you have the means, because then you're getting a Tundra with everything in it. You're not doing, you know, certain things. So like the Limited, you get a lot of good stuff, but you're also leaving. I never used heated and cooled seats before the Platinum. I had the heated seats in a Jeep I used to have. Never used it then, but I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I could live without the cooled seats anymore, man. I dig them. Got in here a little late, so sorry if I'm going backwards, no problem. But did they come up with a programmer for the 2018? Last I heard, if you're talking about are you talking about programmer for the supercharger? Hang on that, Troy. Cake giveaway for 10K subscribers. I'll tell you what, you work on her subscriber count, boys. All right? You get her to 10K subscribers, we'll make you any damn cake you want. Love the Tahoe. Me too. Tahoe does have that reliable 5.3 V8. There you go. Tundra versus 4Runner, night and day. I own both, and we take the Tundra everywhere, and believe it or not, it gets better. Yeah, it gets better gas mileage. It does. It definitely does. Hold on one sec. I got to put you down. I got to pop the new Diet Pepsi, bros. Broskies. All right, we're back. All right, sorry about that. Those seats are really nice considering how long it has been since the truck was last redesigned. Yeah, they're really good seats. I'll give you that. 1794 seats are awesome. I love the color of the 1794 seats. Does your key open your windows too? It does. It does. Someone tricked me on that in the live stream once. It was pretty funny. Too many fails of AC and trans on the Colorado. Oh, riddle me that. What year was the Colorado that you had there, Rudes? The Sequoia is in dire need of an update, yeah. More so than the Tundra, in my opinion, I agree. Because the Sequoia took on the 07 to 13 Tundra body style and never changed. She really liked the way the Ford Explorer drove non-EcoBoost, just a standard V6. But I don't know if I'd like the way a Ford would look on my driveway. I love the Explorer Sport. That's a good looking truck, but it is not cheap. Had a 26 4Runner. It needs a supercharger for sure. Yeah, I agree with that. Brandon says, Rudy, I know exactly what you were talking about with the AC issues, bad wiring harness and resistor. Chevy messed up with that. Like a rock, I was strong as I could be. Like a rock, nothing ever got to me. Like a rock, I was something to see. Sorry. Do you guys remember that old Chevy campaign, Like a Rock? Why did that ever go away? It shouldn't have. Bob Seger all day long. Oh, man. It's a good Diet Pepsi tonight, guys. One more question, man. You could ask as many as you want, Brian. That's what these things are for, brah. I've had my Tundra for a year and just had to get the battery replaced. Whoa. I don't know much about trucks, but is that common? Not common, dude. I know Toyota is supposed to be reliable, so I was surprised. That is weird. Maybe you just had a bad battery. I mean, can't really blame any brand for that, other than battery brand. You can't really blame any manufacturer for that, I should say. Bob Seger. But yeah, I mean, you could have just had a crap battery. Maybe the battery was sitting in the truck a long time. Could have been anything. But you replaced the battery, so now let's see how long this one goes. I've actually, knock on truck, I've never had to replace the battery in a Tundra. Actually, once I had to replace the battery in the Tundra, but that was because I corroded the piss out of it off-roading it. Yeah, I remember that. It's good times. Ordered a 2019 TRD Pro today at a small dealership in Maine. All right, cool. Wait, is MA's Massachusetts, right? Right? Yeah, Massachusetts. I don't know if you answered this before, Carl. What did you get? Cab and color. Chevy was embarrassed by the bankruptcy, I bet. Anyone else bothered by the glare and the small chrome piece by the shift? Yeah, everyone is. And if anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, once again, we are blessed with the truck sitting next to us. You are talking about right here. This is what bothers me, the cup holder. So all you have to do, really, I don't really get anything from this touch, but this you could put a I use my hat. This is honestly how I drive a lot, guys. Now that we're here, I could show you. I do that. That's how I drive my truck most of the time, with my hat there when the sun's coming in the windows. Truth right there, bro. All right. Yes, that piece exactly, sir. Superchargers and turbos affect reliability, for sure. To stop the supercharger option due to engines blowing up. I'm sure it involved owner's head. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing that. There we go. Owner's head, space, and timing too. One of the biggest things, Ed, that it actually stopped by was the market. It wasn't making enough sense for TRD and Toyota to keep making the supercharger because there wasn't enough of a market for it. So to keep Magnuson making the superchargers and no one buying them was kind of the biggest issue. That's kind of what happened with that. I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong. There might have been some issues with it as far as engine failures and stuff like that, but the overall reason was cost. They got in that mode where they don't like to put too much money into too many things. It's kind of the deal. Can you take those chrome pieces out and spray paint them? Probably, yeah. MA Massachusetts, ME Maine. Thank you. Thank you for getting that right for me, dude. I'm so stupid. What time is it? Does anyone know the actual time? Give me Eastern. Don't give me any of that other stuff. There's no market for the bed divider and they still make it. Toyota needs to bring back the supercharger. I think now, and I'm not trying to toot the old hornerino here, if Toyota brought back the supercharger, I could definitely sell a few. I feel like they don't have a social media presence to push their parts. Now they do, in me at least. So, you know, I've sold a bunch of stuff already since I got this. I think I'm up to like 12 or 13 superchargers. So if you think $8,000 times 13, I've made Magnuson some money. So, you know, that's it. Brandon, you're killing me. Yeah, Brandon's hilarious with that. It's $17.94. I like it. I'm telling you guys, I love the $17.94. I don't care what you say. I'll always love the $17.94, which is why I'm very excited I'm getting it. Another truck, another Tundra I'm going to try to get is I'm going to attempt to get a TRD Sport. People keep asking me to test that thing. We're going to give it a whirl. And we'll see. We're going to get one of those and see where it takes us. Try all the trim packages I can. I'm really interested in getting a Tacoma. Lately I've been in I want to buy a Tacoma underwear, guys, every day. That's probably something simple, but every time I go over a bump, my back seats rattle. Does anyone else have this problem? I mean, what you can do, there is a simple fix for this. Make sure that there was a seat bolt recall for Tundras this past year. I know I was part of it, 2017, I was part of it. So just make sure you take it, you see if it's your actual frame rails that are holding the seat down, or does your seat rattle when it's up, in the up position? Because I'll be honest with you, bro, I don't have any shakes, rattles. In fact, the Tundra is known for having a really well put together cab as far as rattles, shakes, all that stuff. So I'm hoping you are just having a little bit of bad luck in the beginning, but you will get better down the road. But I mean, I'll take a couple shakes and rattles over a non-reliable motor any day, right? Show us what's under the back seat. I can do that. We can do that, bro. That's all I was asked. But I did, actually, I did. The blue can, recyclable. It was done, I assure you. Okay, here's the back seat. Lifting. Okay. This is what's under the back seat. This is the ESP storage container or whatever the hell. So there's 1, 2, and then a third one under that seat. So we got some running gloves for the winter. We got my snow thing over there. That's really all that's in here right now. My logic exactly. There you go. Yeah, for sure. So that's what's under the back seat. I don't know if I have anything under there. I might have one of those Swiffer things that cleans off dust. But other than that, that is it. No storage under the back seat. Toyota failed. And that's funny because like in the double cab, you get under seat storage, but in the Crew Max you don't. And you don't get the flat floor. And I think that is a big, kind of a dumb thing for them to do. All the trucks are going flat floor. It helps a lot. But yeah. So there it is right there. Hope you enjoyed it. Okay, moving on. I will tell you one thing, and you know, hopefully you guys can get mad at me for this. I think everyone's complaining that they want a bigger bed, right, for the Crew Max. Well, think of it this way. Let's look at the Crew Max, and I don't know if this video will be able to do any kind of justice, but it's a pretty long truck, right? I feel like if you put a 6.5 foot bed on that, it would just get ridiculous. So all they need to do, people, a little less cab, right? And then a little more bed, and everyone would win, because the back seat in the Crew Max is a little obnoxious. It doesn't need to be this big. It doesn't need to be this big, guys. It's ample space inside. You could trim this a little bit. You could trim this a little bit, and double cabs like up here, right? But we're talking about just trim a little here and give me a little more bed. Done. Done. I just solved all of Toyota's problems with the Tundra Crew Max. They don't pay me though. All right. I've had my Tundra for about 3 weeks. Had a bed, PCS sensor right from the start. Other than that, it's been a sweet riding truck so far. Well, at least you got that problem fixed right away. Gotta go grill some steaks later, guys. Dude, I should grill on one of these live streams. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Does double cab have rear seat AC though? I think that's a big negative on that one. Wait, is yours a Crew Max? Crew Max. Oh, Crew Max. They don't have Platinum. They only make the Platinum and Crew Max. Come on. No roll down, rear window and double cab. They didn't get all the love. I think if they gave, I think they know that. And I think if they gave the double cab that roll down window, they wouldn't sell any Crew Maxes. Neon Man loves his Crew Max, absolutely. Mark, don't you want Toyota to want to compete with other trucks? For sure. New Jersey, it's just impractical. It's impractical up here in heavily populated areas. You know, if you're living out in an area where it's nice and wide open, I guess the size of the truck really doesn't matter at all. And in that case, God bless America. I guess I got to think more of a national scale than a my drive to work everyday scale. So I apologize for that. But yeah, I feel what you're saying, dude. So you guys, yeah. What do you think about that? Trimming the Crew Max up a little bit and giving it a little more bed. Thoughts? Dually would be sweet. And they had that prototype one back in 2008, 2007. And then the economy taking the crash ruined that. And actually, here's what you don't know. Or hopefully you do know. But back in 07, 08, there was a plan to make a diesel dually Tundra. But the economy dropped and then they stopped. They stopped completely. If you don't know this, the Tundra was actually made in 2 spots in 07, San Antonio and Indiana, I believe was the other one. They were making the Tundras in 2 plants at that point because the demand they expected to be massive. But then, you know, they were in a bad spot with that economy dropping out right after the 07s came out, a year later in 08. So that didn't help. No to trimming the cab. Market is all headed toward bigger crew cabs, which is crazy to me. It's crazy to me because like the world is so soft when it comes to anything now that the truck builders are still out there making huge motors and huge bodies, and I love it. Just use the same bed from the double cab. I think that'd be too big, but all right. I mean, I'm sure some of you would buy it because all I hear you guys talk about is how you want a bigger bed on the Crew Max, and I hear you. Dually Tundra would sell. I'm torn on that. I still think you have to get through the way the American buyer thinks when it comes to buy American. And yes, we talked about this 15 times. The Tundra's made in San Antonio by, you know, Toyota USA. It's engineered in the USA, everything in the USA, but it doesn't matter because it has a Toyota logo on the front, and the American buyer wants Ford, Chevy, and Dodge, and that is American to them. I think if they went dually, they would have to go diesel. They would. And you might get a quick spark of... Well, first off this. Any chance you had of a dually or a diesel, which, honestly, they're not planning it. They're not planning it now. I'm telling you right now, you learned it here. But if there was ever a shot, the Nissan Titan coming out and doing nothing totally ruined everything for them. It's just... It's not happening. Because you saw how bad the Titan has done as far as sales and everything. Maybe 1/100th of Ford Super Duty sales, but Tundra Dually would be a hit for Toyota Defense. Yeah, and I think you would get a good amount of sales up front, but then it would die out year 2 and 3. And they're looking at a long-term investment. They would have to market it. If you remember this, let's see if you remember this. When the 07 Tundra came out, the redesign, they marketed the living hell out of it. You couldn't turn a TV on without seeing a Tundra commercial. All right, but then you know, and they sold a ton of units in 07. But the problem is then they just stopped doing it. If they would have to market. We would just have to see nothing but Toyota and Tundra. It's like the new TRD Pro commercial is, I don't really like it. No one understands what's going on in the commercial. Like, you need to make it clear and concise. The best part about those old 07 commercials was it was this straight cut to the chase. This is why the Tundra is better. We have bigger brakes, the frames. It's just there's one thing after another of why everything is a little bit better on the Tundra for the 07s. So that was the biggest thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just me. The bed is as big in a Taco. Yeah, for real. What is a 5.5 in the Taco as well, right? Meanwhile, it's made elsewhere and not in the USA. Exactly. Have you been in the new Ram 3500? No. The back seat is massive and is long bed. It's like a bus for sure. What is your favorite HD truck, Mark? I would have to say, oops, I hope I didn't freeze you guys out there, sorry. I would have to say probably the Super Duties. I like the Ford Super Duties. I really like the Rams, you know, like a 2500, maybe like a Power Wagon, something like that. But I think if I was ever to get an HD truck, like a hardcore HD truck, it would be something along the lines of, you know, I would want like a full-on dually, Longhorn, just an insane truck that I would never need anything. I would never need it for what I do. If I was towing, you know, horse trailers or something, then I would probably need that. But half ton for me is fine. It'll support anything I ever need to do as far as, you know, boat. If I ever need to tow anything, it would be no big deal, no problem. Anything other than that, I would never need to do, I don't think. Just me. The new Ram Rebel is badass. We'll consider one next time Toyota doesn't step their game up. I like the new Ram Rebel is sweet. I like the old Ram. Wish someone would build a truck around a Cummins with an Allison. That would be pretty cool. Agree, the Super Duty is really nice. Most luxurious pickup, in my opinion. Way too expensive, though. Good thing is this, though, Brandon. They have amazing incentives on the Super Duties. And, again, those prices are gouged. So you go there and you think you're going to pay 70 grand for one of these things, and you end up walking out and you spent 57 grand. You know, like I said, that's an American Big Three tactic. When they put these huge numbers on their vehicles and then you go and you buy them and you're able to walk out with major discounts, so the buyer feels like they scored. It's actually a great tactic. It just sucks that people know about it now. Because I go to look at some, you know, every once in a while I go through the lots. I just look at regular F-150s, you know, F-150 Lariat, whatever. Normal load, you know, kind of like a Platinum pretty much. And the price tag on it's 67 grand. Dude, listen, you could walk out of there with that thing for 49 if you work your magic. The prices are so gouged on the F-150s, and especially if it's a little bit older and been sitting there a while. Chevy's been running some good incentives on their trucks lately for sure, and I think it's smart. Chevy is America's brand, and it always will be. So they know that, but they don't rest on the laurel of that, which I feel is where Toyota messes up. Toyota rests on the, well, we're the biggest automotive manufacturer in the world. That's why I like Chevy a lot. My brother-in-law has the new GMC 2500. The damn thing can haul over 26,000 pounds. That shat is crazy. I agree. It's draining for you, I bet, huh? Huh? Come on. Come on, guys. He draws blood. Yeah, so you got this neat sunset going on behind me right now? This is better than inside. There's no Carl and no wall behind me, just sky. Isn't Chevy running a 10K offer? It's something like that, which is crazy. And I really like the ZR2. If you were forcing me right now to buy a Chevy, it would have to be the ZR2 Colorado. It would have to be the gas engine, no diesel. I don't need it. I don't like baby diesels. It doesn't make any sense. I'm sure some of you need it, some of you want it, go for it. But ZR2 V6 for me would be the answer. I don't need a Corvette. Like, I'm not really into the Corvettes or anything like that. Camaro, they've lost me with the Camaro. I'm not a supporter of it anymore. Not a diss in any way. I just don't like the direction the car is gone. Yeah, I mean, if you were going to force me to pick out like a Silverado, Silverado is probably my least favorite truck. No disrespect to the Silverado, but I don't care for it. But if you were going to force me to pick one out, you know, I could make it happen. I like the new Trail Boss that's coming out, so I would probably go for that. I tell you right now, one thing Chevy wins in my heart with, though, when it comes to truck. Gotta go. You're breaking up like Max. Headroom. Okay, hold on. I'll go back over here. Sorry, dudes. I'm Max Headroom. Ridgeline over... No, never. No. Silverado. My one biggest gripe, or one biggest high five to Chevy over any other brand and manufacturer. Right here, I'm going to show you. Chevy has the steps in the freaking bumper. The most basic of designs ever, Chevy has the steps right here on each side of the bumper. It is the greatest design in half-ton and mid-size truck history. Even, I believe, the Colorado has that as well. I'm a fan of that. That is #1 in my heart. Because now I have to go and install this stupid bed step, and I have to take off half the freaking truck to make it go on, instead of just having the bumper there already. The small pickups to me are ridiculous. The price for power, ability, and size is negligible. Might as well buy a full size, for sure. But you got to think of it this way, Toyota. I know where you're coming from, but there are just some people who need the utility of a truck, but they can't take the size. Think of, again, we're going to use my brother. Right by New York City, very crowded, very hard to park anything there. Trust me, I grew up in New York. They want the utility. They want to go to Lowe's on the weekend. You know, they're not asking to tow, you know, a landscaping trailer or anything like that. They just want to go to Lowe's on the weekend, Home Depot, get the wood, get the groceries. They like the utility of a truck. And in that case, to me, the mid-size is where it's at. Mind you, sir, the mid-size market is as hot as fire right now. And it will continue to be. The mid-size market is taken over. Just saying. Bumper step is a great idea. All Chevy trucks have it except the ZR2. Okay. Eventually, Brandon's going to have me buy a ZR2, and I'm not even mad about it. My friend has those steps and feel like the bumper is going to fall off anytime I use those. My buddy has those steps. My friend, I should bring his truck here to show you. Would you be interested? Would you be interested in seeing my friends? He has a Chevy 2500 diesel, 6.6 liter Duramax, Z71. Would you guys be interested in seeing that on the channel? I mean, it's a 2015, but it's still sick. If you guys want to see it, let me know. Do a little walk around or something like that. Ford killed it with the tailgate step. I think Ford definitely killed it with the tailgate step for sure. That's another one. Forgot about that. A mid-sized truck sounds perfect for your brother. It would, 100%, yes. Been in one there, sweet. Yeah. So we went to last year. I should probably put a picture up on my Instagram of that truck. We went to Watkins Glen, about a 5-6 hour drive in his truck. Dude, the thing was so sick. Tons of freaking torque in those trucks. ZR2 does not have the steps because during testing, the steps broke off on the Rubicon Trail. All right, rock and roll. Fan feature, that would be good. I could totally fan feature him. If it's sick, let's see it. I dig it. I mean, he spent some coin on that truck. It has these big towing mirrors on it, but they're power, which is cool. Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing the 2500 on your channel. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna get him to bring it over and then test drive it. I drove it a couple times. Brakes, had to get used to the brakes. A lot of weight, man, a lot of weight. But his truck is the first diesel I've been in. Live stream with the owner of it, for sure. Yeah, so you guys can ask him all the questions. He's a roofer. He is a commercial roofer, like a manager of it. So he uses his truck correctly. So, you know, when he's showing up to clients, they see that sick truck. They're like, yeah, buddy. But if you follow me on Instagram, I will put up a picture probably later tonight and show you guys what it looks like. I got someone around here somewhere, in my phone somewhere. I know I took some up in Watkins Glen because I was sitting in the bed of his truck drinking beer, tailgating, which, you know, felt good. Felt good. Anyone going to any NASCAR races this year that's on here right now? Anyone? Dover? Pocono? The Glen? Anywhere? I don't think there's any NASCAR fans on here. There's not many people on here right now. What time is it? Hit 2 deer last week, getting a little facial reconstruction next week. $3,200 in damages. Whoa. Deer this year are really crazy. 804. Okay, 10 on that. Yeah, deer this year are, I feel like, worse than ever. That might just be me. I don't know. I know a lot of people that are hitting deer this year versus other years. My brother Matt's wife, in their Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland, which is like a $60,000 Jeep, she destroyed the front end of that truck. Deer. And mind you, they live up in the Hudson Valley, so there's deer everywhere up there. Ever seen a custom and antique 18-wheeler tractor show? I've seen a good amount of antique 18-wheelers, but not a show. I would love to go to a show of that. That is one thing antique cars and muscle cars and stuff like that. There's a ton of them around here. I just want to go to more of them. There used to be some at, we're actually going to move into the house because I'm going to have to plug this phone in. It's dying. So, Tundra luck. All right, moving inside. Yeah, but one of the things is I want to go to more car shows. Used to go to car shows on the regular. The problem is if I go to car shows, I'm going to want to buy something. Later, Mark, what time is the live stream tomorrow? I don't know if we're going to do one tomorrow, but if we do one, we're going to say, I guess it has to be, you know what, I might have to work like an actual overnight tomorrow, so I'm really not sure. Keep up with me. Just make sure you hit the notification bell. Sorry. Okay, we're back. Yeah, hit the notification bell. And I guess you'll know when I punch on. I'm guessing it'll be somewhere around 6:30, 7. It can't be too late because I said I got to work. So, guys, I'm shutting the door. Okay. Now I can turn the air back on. For sure, have fun at work. All right, bro. Thanks for watching tonight. But I'll stay on a couple more minutes. Since they've redone all the tracks, changed the rules. I like where you're going with this. Gotta put the air on. Okay, good. They were gonna change the rules and put so many restrictions on the cars. I hear that, bro. Yeah, it's a little different than it used to be. I'm still addicted. I still like it. I still like NASCAR. Still gonna rock it every week. Especially with Eric Jones finally winning. We're good. We're good. Okay, now we're plugged in, so we can do what we want. Where the hell my Pepsi go? Okay. Got it. We're back. All right, so I guess we'll call this a finish one. See if it actually changes. Oh yeah, it won't change. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Good times. 77 minutes. We almost went an hour and a half. If you want to see more of those outside live streams, please let me know. We could do more with the truck around us. We could do whatever you guys want, really. So let me know what you guys want to do. Thanks for tuning in. You're all good people. Subscribe. Notification bell. Super chat if you want to donate to the channel. Like button. All that stuff. Hit the like. Hit the sub button. Thank you, Tundra Guy. Neon Connection. You guys have a good one. Probably going to do another one tomorrow. So hope you're around. Hit the notification bell so you can be part of this thing. Rudy, thanks for being here, bruh. Kyle, be good, dude. Everyone take care. Have a good one.